Well, quick update. Um, been messing around with this playtest for a RAS 1940. We have the an updated rules. Still 17 pages. That's the. I'm sure the rule page count hasn't changed. There has been some rule changes themselves within the rules, which have been documented here in the first playtest report, and the rule suggestions, changes, whatever in this first playtest report has been incorporated into this second rule set. Okay. Still, I'm having very much trouble. I shouldn't say me, us, we, but I am the primary teacher of the game. This game's hard for me. Well, here was the combat results table printed on the map. This is the original combat results table. Well, there's a new one because there were some issues. Oh, I mean, I don't know where it is now, but there were some issues. Hold on, where's my? Oh, here it is. There's a new combat results table. For the game, and I printed that out. I was hoping to be able to tape this up here or paste it or whatever, but well, maybe if I trim it. I don't want to overlap any of this information, and I don't want to overlap any of this information. Maybe if I trim that paper, I could paste the chart, maybe. I may just be able to paste that right there onto or tape it right there onto the map. But that's the new combat results table. And just to give you guys an idea about why I'm having so much trouble. I mean, look at this combat results table. Come on. It's a magazine game. Do you want a combat results table that looks like that? In a game that should, maybe my idea of magazine games is different than it should be, because a magazine game should be quick, easy to learn, few pieces, nice map. Oh, God, though, guys, I am struggling through the GOS system. And I almost bought a GOS game at Gen Con, Hartgen Forest, and it was like over $200. But, I wouldn't have played it. I would have just put it in my collection. So playing the game wouldn't have mattered, but I wasn't going to spend $200. But anyway, this is my chance to play the system, a simplified version of the system, mind you, with a smaller map, smaller units, and I still can't wrap my head around it. There's just so much going on. There's just the exceptions is what kills me. The important notes, the exceptions. It's like, well, you have to remember this for something that happens back here. And here's a rule, but here's an exception. Here's a rule. Here's an exception. Here's another rule, and there's two exceptions. Here's a rule with an exception, and up here is a important note about this exception to this other rule. It's killing me. It's killing me, man. I just don't like war games where to understand one rule, I have to flip through 3 other rules. I mean, exception to supply rule. Okay, I'll flip back to supply, but boom, that's fine. But if it says exception to a supply rule that you flip back through, and then the supply rules have exceptions, and you have to back engineer your way through whether what's going on the map is copacetic with what's going on with the rules, and you're not. This is just a hard. Maybe it's just me. I'm a simple man, so. But this is a damn hard system for a magazine game, I think. But they've had another one printed already. It's another Gauss light system. It was in an earlier magazine game. I don't know, but I've seen it. I hope this wasn't the original rule set they used, because just this playtest found issues. But, man, I can't imagine a gamer that buys magazine war games to have something as detailed. Now, mind you, the game's not bad. It's just too detailed and too, what's the word I'm looking for? There's just too much going on in this for a magazine game, in my opinion. If I buy a magazine game, I want it to be quick, easy, beer and pretzels type shit. I don't want a combat results table that looks like this in a magazine game. I don't. If I want a combat results table that looks like this, I'll buy a box game. I know what I'm getting into with this. A magazine. If I bought this in a magazine and got home, punched the counters, looked at the rules, looked at that combat results table, I'd have been pissed off. I would have felt like I wasted my money on something that is just too difficult. It's not worth the effort to learn. Listen, it's not too difficult. I mean, it's difficult to learn, but it's not insurmountable. The problem is the amount of effort you have to put into learning the game for the size and what the game offers. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just annoyed and aggravated that these rules aren't clicking for me. But that's my take so far. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one.